This is going to be a quick video because I got to leave for work and I'm testing myself real quick to see what I can do in a short amount of time, because someone told me as soon as a thought comes to mind, just turn the camera on and make a video instead of just trying to make 50,000 notes and try to plan a video later, which never happens because life gets ahead of you and you never make it, and that's probably why it took me so long. My way wasn't working, so I'm going to try something else. So please forgive me if I'm speaking fast. I'm watching the clock and I got to hurry up and go. But codependent relationships are toxic. Duh. What codependency teaches you is to rely on someone else for something that you feel or believe you are incapable of doing yourself, which you are. Depending on someone to always help you. And then once that help is no longer there, you tend to go crazy a little bit, because it's like you got to replan, you got to think of what the next thing to do, which can turn into a cycle, because then some people will leave one relationship and jump into the next one right away to rebalance out what they just lost, instead of trying to make yourself whole first. And if things were to fall off, you can get right back on track. I mean, you're still on track because you didn't stop your life for a relationship. You keep going on your train of your goals, and instead of expecting the next person to be like that stepping ladder, and then once that stepping ladder is gone, you fall. You fall. So I try to teach people to be independent together. When you guys met, when you and another person met, you were going up your ladder, they were going up their ladder. Hopefully, if they weren't codependent on somebody else before. You shouldn't stop doing your own thing because you get into a relationship. Because if that relationship was not what were to fail, you fall. You fall, and then you don't know where to go from there. And then that's when people get depressed and then get angry. And anyways, long story short. So once that fails, it's going to teach that person who was codependent to jump into another relationship. And sometimes it could be temporarily, just to regain that balance. And then you don't know if that person, some people will fake love. Some people will fake love just to get back into that routine until they find the next best thing. And once they find the next best thing, what's going to happen to that other person who thought that they were in love with you? Because you needed that stepping stone. It was like a stepping stone. And that's how come there's a lot of relationships that fail these days, because a lot of people are just codependent and used to a certain routine or a certain amount of help, to the point where they don't know how to do it themselves. And when you don't know how to do things yourself, you're always going to rely and depend on somebody to help you. And then once nobody's there to help you, you lose yourself. But it's a good thing to lose yourself, because then it teaches you how to be on your own and how to be independent and how to do things for yourself, because nobody's going to be there forever. Nobody's going to be there forever. Let's say parents, eventually they're going to pass away one day. Brothers, sisters, same thing. I work in the healthcare field. I see a lot of this stuff happen. Sometimes the children die off before the parents. And anyways, we're not going there. That's sad. I don't even want to talk about that. We're talking about codependent relationships. And I'm trying to say this so I could leave within like the next few minutes. But be independent. Learn how to get on your own feet, and don't stop your goals and your path to try to match what someone else is, because then it's going to hold you back. Two relationships should be like this, like not like bloop. It should be like, you know what? Because then if somebody falls, I mean, you're still where you are. You don't have to lower yourself to get back down there. I know it sounds bad, but it's not. But it's taking care of you first, because what if that relationship was to end? What if it was to end? What if things didn't work out? What if all of a sudden life happens? Nothing lasts forever. But two people should be encouraging and motivating the other person towards their goals and to what they want to achieve for themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how you push each other up and lift each other up. Not, oh, you don't love me because you didn't do this for me. And it's like, you need to learn how to do these things yourself. That's where a lot of people expect the next person. They depend on the next person to make them happy or to fulfill their needs or benefits. Regardless of how much you love that person, do you love yourself enough? Or do you only love yourself when somebody can do things for you? And if you can't do things for yourself, you don't love yourself because you don't feel like you can do them yourself. And that's what makes you rely on other people to help you get to where you got to be, because you don't love yourself enough to do what you got to do for you, where you can feel proud of something that you accomplished, not the help of somebody else. I mean, there's nothing wrong with somebody helping, but don't expect somebody to help you, because you are going to be disappointed all your life. You are going to be disappointed all your life. And I'm saying this from experience because I used to be codependent. I used to be so freaking codependent. Yo. But I hurt myself way too much to, you know what? That was like God giving me my ass whoopings and telling me, are you going to keep being codependent? You're going to be depending on somebody to make you happy, depending on someone to love you, depend on somebody to take care of you? No. Take care of your damn self. And then, look, I'm not hurt anymore. So I learned my lesson from that. And it's not easy, because then, I mean, a lot of people do it to test their worth. Like, do people really love me? Because then once you get into that stage of expecting someone to help you or be there for you, and then they're not there, it makes you think like, nobody loves me. And then you get depressed. And then when you feel like nobody loves you or nobody's there for you, you're bringing yourself down. You know why? Because you didn't love yourself. You need to love yourself. Because and nobody's going to be there for you, you're going to be there for yourself. Bear with me. I'm trying to read my notes because I'm trying to hurry up. Some people jump in, rush into a relationship for the benefit. I think I already said that. And if they don't receive that benefit that they're looking for, they're going to jump into the next best option that will provide them that benefit. So it's like, it provides a ground of instability. It makes you unstable. It can make you unstable physically, mentally, emotionally. It's just not a fun place to be at all. Learn to be independent. Do you love yourself enough to be everything you've ever wanted to have? Never doubt yourself and think that you can't have something, even if it is based off of your past or what your past came to. I mean, even if your past came to haunt you in the future, don't think that you still can't do something. You can. There's always a way around things. You just got to think a little bit harder. Maybe it might be a little bit harder, but you know what? That blessing is going to be fucking greater. It's going to be greater because you're going to look back and you're going to be like, damn, when I didn't think that I could do that, I fucking did that. Please excuse my French, but I don't give a shit. And it's the most rewarding feeling ever. And I say that with myself, because there's a lot of things that I didn't think that I could do because I didn't love myself enough. And then once I did it, I could be broke. I could have like absolutely nothing. But it's like the thought of knowing like, damn, I never thought that I could achieve that or I could do that. I finally did it. And it's like, what else can I do? What else? Anyways, I'm going to close this up and I'll probably talk about it more later, but I got to go to work and I will talk all day. And again, this was a test to see if I can make a quick video, and I can't believe it was under 10 minutes. And it feels weird because I feel like I didn't get everything out, but that's just a motivating thing. Just some motivation for the day. Do what you got to do for you. Make yourself proud. Don't expect anybody to make you proud, or don't depend on anybody. I'm not saying don't love. I'm not saying you can't have a relationship. No, but be independent together. Accomplish your own goals independently together. And then watch both of that happiness come together. Like, damn, babe, I did this. Look at you. You did that too. You didn't think that you could do that, but you did it. Look at it as a challenge. Look at every challenge as like, you know what? The government says I can't do this, or that sounds kind of bad because don't be going to do anything crazy. This person said I can't do this. This person said I can't do this. You know what? Are you going to believe them or are you going to believe yourself? Be stubborn and be like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways just because I'm going to show them that I can. And then they're going to be mad. Okay, but I got to go. Love y'all.